Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this video. This is Jago79 on this lady's channel, second channel that is. And I'm definitely going to make this video really short. It's not going to be too long at all, the 15 minutes or 20 minutes I usually do. I just want to make an observation, and if you choose to listen and understand what I mean, understand what I'm saying, then thank you. This has got to be the worst generation of black people in the United States that I've ever seen in any generation of black people. We had a generation of people who were here first and created many things in society that were stolen by the dominant society as their own. We had another generation of our ancestors that were slaves. And we had another generation that fought to be on equal terms with the dominant society. And then we had a generation of black people in that same era, or just ending in that era of civil rights, where they took pride in loving themselves as a black person. And then there were some who decided that they wanted to date and procreate with the dominant society, despite just a couple of years ago seeing racism, and actually racism still existing in their time. So what we're seeing right now is not too different when it comes to wanting to be with those people when you still see racism around you. But the fact that we have interracial agendas being pushed at us every single day is the new norm. It's the new norm now, because it was never ever like this in any time in our history we ever had any kind of propaganda thrown at us like this. Nobody ever got in front of an audience of people before there were, internet websites and stuff like that. Nobody ever got in front of people in our community and told them that they need to date these people, they need to procreate with these people. They were telling our people that we need to fight for our rights and love our black selves and have black children, and to beware of these people. Now skip to our present time, and we've got people left and right in our community dating outside of our community instead of looking to the people right next to them as potential partners. We got black men who uphold the ideals of white supremacy, and it's disgusting to me how black men, who are the most targeted men on this earth and the most hated men on this earth, are supporting white supremacists. They're telling their own people to stand down when their people want to act against hatred. They are showing weakness towards the men in a dominant society. And of course, I'm going to say this because we always have to say this. This is not all, but this is a very large group of men who are doing this. I look at a black man with a white woman and I see a weak black man. I see a black man that doesn't love himself. I see a black man that is docile. I see a black man that does not care about his community, does not even care about himself. Self-hate. And I say the same for the sisters out there who decide to follow suit. And they always want to dislike my videos. They always want to hate me because, if I talk about them dating these people, I'm your enemy. I'm not your enemy at all. Your enemy is right next to you every night you go to bed. Your enemy is the one you're having children with. Yeah, that's your enemy, not me. I'm not the one out here that's killing my people. I'm not the one out here that's calling the police on my people. I'm not the one out here that is continuously doing everything and showing everyone that I can't stand your people, which are my people, black people. I don't do that. But the person that you're with in the dominant society that you've decided to call your mate, your husband, your wife, those people are the ones who are the enemy to you. And I say that most of them are the enemy because even the ones who don't think like that, they're not doing anything to stop what is happening. They said they're sick and tired of other white people being racist, but they're not stopping it. they're standing by and letting it happen. And like I have said many times, we don't need their help. They need to take care of their own communities. If they don't like white people in their own society being hateful, they need to take care of that themselves. Black people need to take care of their own business, because you rely too much on white people and they get involved in your affairs, and that's how everything got screwed up now. When I was a kid, I always believed that integration was the best thing for everyone, because it's always good to be around different cultures, different races of people, different, backgrounds and nationalities of people and stuff like that. But as I grew up, I started to see different things. And I noticed that since the narrative in Hollywood, or Hollyweird, is that white men are the dominant society, they're the dominant group of men, they're going to get all the women, like James Bond. Okay? You're not going to see black men out there, getting that particular type of role, even though I did hear that Idris Elba was offered the role of James Bond, but he turned it down, which I'm glad he did. The thing for me is, and I've said this before, we need black media. We need actual black people that care about black people to start doing stuff for black people. We need to have black cartoons, which I see the guy from Black Sands is making a movie, and I'll be supporting that. But we need like our own black soap operas that only have us in it. Okay, because when we're in other soap operas, we're tokens. We only exist to be a token in somebody else's soap opera or television show. And as I've told you many times, and as you people should know by now, if they put you in these soap operas or these television shows or even these movies, you will not be paired with a black man or a black woman. You will be paired with someone of the dominant society. And despite any hardship that comes your way, you will persevere. They call that progress. That's not progress at all. I talked about this a couple of videos back about there are hardly any black couples on television anymore. You don't see the representation of them. Cynthia G did a video on it and said that the reason why that is because of black men. No, I'm sorry, Cynthia G. I love you. I watch your videos, and she called me crazy when I made a statement on her video about our black men to blame for this global epidemic of interracial dating. But I'm not going to blame black men entirely for, the fact that black men and women are not on television together, because that has nothing to do with that. You got black men out here who are chasing after white women, unfortunately. And I acknowledge that. I've acknowledged it many times. And people that follow me on this channel know that I have. And I've talked against black men who date white women, because I'm not one of those men. And I do not support those men that date white women, because I don't believe in it. Just like I don't believe in seeing black women with white men, because it's just not what I like. But I'm not going to blame black men for this global interracial television shit that's going on now. No. White men are in charge of TV, the majority of them. They make the decisions on these shows. They write the scripts. If a black person gets cast in this show and they decide to be in this show, they've made that decision to be in this show when they willingly know that their partner is going to be a white person. And it's very irresponsible. I know people got to make money, but it's very irresponsible for any black actor or actress to be in a show right now with interracial dating when we got so much hatred going on around us and we're acting like it doesn't exist. Because when you're doing these movies and these TV shows, even these advertisements, you are ignoring what is happening around you because you want a paycheck. Yeah, I understand you got to feed your family. I understand that you got to make money. But the one thing that I pride myself on is I will never lose my principles, and I will never lose my ideals for a paycheck. That's a problem with a lot of black people in the community right now. And I use that term loosely when it comes to these people who just want to make money off of the misery and the division of black people. Like Tommy, like these other channels, that always want to divide black people. That's all they want to do. They divide them and they get money for it. They get paid to tell women to go interracially date. They get paid to tell white people and everybody else around the world that black people are to blame for the problems they have. No, that's deceptive and that is wrong. And I have never in my life seen it as bad as it is now. You talk about the end times. It looks like it's the end times for black people at times when I look around. Because, yeah, we still got black men and black women in relationships. I mean, Even if they're not married, a lot of them are in relationships. I see them every single fucking day. But apparently I'm wrong when I say that, you know, not all black men want to be with white women. I'm wrong when I say that. Everybody wants to jump on me on Cynthia G's channel. They want to jump on me when I say that, you know, it's dangerous to say that all black men are chasing after white women. Because when you say all, you are saying that every single black man on this earth is doing that. And as you see from Phil from the Advice Show, if you watch him, he went to Ethiopia. They don't do that shit over there. They're not colonized by white people over there. They don't take that shit. They don't take that hatred and stuff like that. And they actually respect and value their women in Ethiopia. And these are black African men doing this. So that statement to say that all black men, no, it's not true. And it's not true to say that all black women want white men, because they don't. No matter how many times you've seen these coon-ass women and these coon-ass men be with the dominant society as their partner, that's not representing the entire black community. See, the problem is that a lot of black people gave up on the black community because they think that it's been over for 50 years. The only people who give up on the black community are those who don't love the black community, don't love themselves to begin with. And that's all there is to it. I don't care if I get hate from people. I don't care if I get people that tell me that I'm wrong and black love doesn't exist. I'm talking about a fairy tale. I'm talking about a scam. Go fuck yourself. I'm going to say this again, as I have said it so many times. Your black ass would not be here if your black father and your black mother were not together and did not create you. So you can hate black men all you want. You can hate black women all you want, but remember why your black ass is walking this earth, that you came from a black man and a black woman. And if you don't think anything else I said in this video is true, God damn it, that was true. I'm done.